Have you ever gone through a time in your life, a major disruption, when you just didn't know how you were going to move forward? You were brought to your knees and you were devastated, shocked, humiliated, didn't know how you were going to take your next step. Well, I want to share a time with you that happened to me. Hi, my name is Sherry Nichols, and I am passionate about helping women move through disruption, move through fear in order to have a life they love. Let me tell you about a time where I went through a disruption that literally brought me to my knees. I was sitting on my couch. It was a cold, stormy night. I mean, tons of rain coming down. And as I sat on that couch with a big box of Kleenex, every drop that came down upon the roof and the window panes just created this echo in the house that made me feel so alone. And as I looked down, I saw that every Kleenex in that box had been used. You see, a couple months prior to this, I discovered 6 days before I was going in for in vitro that my husband was living a double life and planning to leave. And I was devastated, so heartbroken and shocked. Having cried my eyes out for the umpteenth time, I got up to go into the bathroom. And as I went into the bathroom, I looked in the mirror, and that floored me. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror, truly looked in your eyes, and not recognized yourself? I had lost myself over the years, and I didn't even know who I was. Has that ever happened to you? So that was a defining moment for me. And I realized I can either continue to go down the rabbit hole and sink, or I can raise myself up, start a new chapter, and swim. And I decided to swim because the pain of that misery was more than I could bear. But as soon as I made that decision to swim, there was a lot of terror. There was a lot of terror. What if I don't like who I am? What if I realize that I really am flawed? What if I can't do it? What if I'm just not enough? But again, I recognized that this was, as crazy and hurtful and painful as it was an opportunity to move forward in my life in a way that I hadn't been able to before. You see, I really wanted to do something different with my life. And this realization that I'd been betraying myself, it was a catalyst for me to create a life that had meaning for me, that was significant for me. And so once I made that decision, I set out to read everything I could about transformation. I studied and I read, and I got to that other side. And so can you. That betrayal turned out to be a catalyst to a full spectrum life, one where I have developed such self-love and confidence and trust and belief in myself, really leaned into my calling, which has always been to help other people. And now I have the opportunity to support women like you who have gone through the same thing to get to that other side, to find your confidence again, your strength, your courage, and the calling that is within you to live that full spectrum life and to rebuild trust and to really know yourself, to build a relationship with yourself where you find joy, that deep inner joy. That is what is possible for you. That is what I am so passionate about helping women do now. This betrayal really was the catalyst to my life turning around in the best of ways. It doesn't happen on its own. You have to be intentional with it, which is why I created a system that is a proven, reliable system. I've used it with thousands of women around the world, and they've had the same results. It's not something that just happened for me. It can happen for you too. It's happened to thousands of women. And that is what I am absolutely thrilled about, to be able to offer and support women to move step by step to the other side. A beautiful life is waiting for you too. You can do it.